Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get to the next one here. The next one's from Kevin Gilroy, and the subject is Triple Khan. I just finished Raw, and I thought it was an excellent episode. Great matches, some shocking debuts and returns. Lesnar and Gallows. Oh, I haven't seen it yet. Factions being formed. Funny backstage comedy segments. I loved it. The thing is, though, isn't the exact same stuff that people would give Tony Khan for? Do you guys think that under Triple H's direction that Raw and SmackDown 2 is more or less using the AWA Dynamite show template? I just hope that Triple H doesn't overdo it and turn the show into a meme like Tony Khan has. Before I go, guys, have any of you watched Tony Khan's interview with Ariel Helwani? It was a car crash. Tony Khan avoided any hard questions. Simply wanted to talk about numbers, which can't be proven, and he flat out lied during it, such as when he claimed that AEW had recently sold out Arthur Ashe Stadium, which was lies because even Meltzer said they'd over 12,000 tickets unsold. It's being called the worst interview Ariel has ever done. I did not see this interview. I saw some clips of it, but bro, Tony's got to understand. Like, I don't know what this guy's doing. Bro, you do media, and you're constantly saying, I don't want to just talk about that. I don't, no comment. No, like that. That's not a good look. Like he does these scrums. Somebody has a difficult question about MJF. Oh, I don't want to talk about that.
Right.
And it's like, you can't erase the visual picture that does not look good. And like him doing it with Ariel, it's even worse.
This guy's
this is, bro. Here is you now trying to garner a mainstream audience. Like Ariel has like UFC audience. He's a good combat sports wrestling journalist. He asks tough questions. And if you're just going to say no comment, I'm not going to answer that. To like when you're doing a guy the mainstream guy says, like that's not a good look for you. So
this guy's
what do you
super
think about that?
Sorry, real quick. He's very, very guilty of fake news, saying that Meltzer said that they had over 12,000 tickets unsold for this show. That is not correct.
Yeah, that's not correct, right? Let's suspend this guy for a week for misinformation.
Yeah,
I don't think Meltzer ever said that. Not over 12,000 tickets unsold.
No, there's.
But I will say this guy's comment here that they're definitely, bro. They're not following the AEW template at all. The only thing you look remotely close is maybe their matches are longer, but the vignettes, the packages. It completely separates them from AEW. They're not doing it, but bro, there's no way they're doing a minute 30, a 1 minute promo between two people saying, you beat me last time we wrestled, but I'm going to beat you this time we wrestle, and then watch it on SmackDown Friday. Like they're not doing useless stuff like that, like AEW does. Like try to promote.
Let me piggyback off of that.
Go ahead.
So, first of all, inform yourself better. WWE shows not using an AEW template.
Not at all.
They're two different shows and vibes and visions. And if anything, this was a typical WWE show, more akin to the old school WWE with good matches, threads throughout the show's comedy. This is pure WWE at its best. I did not watch the Tony interview. I did have a listener send me DM me a picture of Arthur Ashe, and it wasn't sold out.
Right.
But promoters are going to promote. Promoters in wrestling, boxing, UFC have always stretched the truth. It's part of the game. Like, I'm very honest with what I say because, that all I have is credibility. But all these expert fanboys who know more than me always think I'm and they have no clue. Right. The only thing they could ever catch me lying on, if I were lying, would be attendance figures. Other than that, you don't know what the we're doing in the company. That's why I have zero respect
I
for
see you
all
on Twitter.
the fan. Huh?
You post a lot on Twitter the crowd shots of some of the shows,
right?
And I think those are photoshopped. So
I give a what you think. And so I would look kind of stupid photoshopping it, and then somebody actually showing the actual picture. Don't you think?
They looked photoshopped to me. They looked like they were doctored.
Your nose looks photoshopped, but it's real.
Those photos have been doctored.
Just so we're
not that funny. Wasn't that great when the wrestlers would always, the heel wrestler would always complain, those photos, that was doctored. I always love that. Right.
Yeah, so the
photo isn't real, it was doctored. Right.
The actual figure here was 11,936 sold, 2,630 left, and that's prior to the show. So they wanted, but anyway, I just wanted, because that sounded ridiculous, 12,000 unsold.
Yeah, 12,000 tickets unsold. That's like the capacity.
As a matter of fact, the guy that wrote me said that he went to the first one and it was sold out.
Yeah.
And then he said he went to this one and it wasn't, and he showed me a picture.
All right, we'll keep going. So that was it?
Yeah. Yeah. First of all, I didn't listen to the interview. Promoters are going to stretch the truth, and you need to inform yourself. They do. the two shows are not alike, and for them, for you to even suggest that they're using AEW template makes me believe you don't know what the.
If you're watching Raw and SmackDown and look at that show and say they're copying what AEW is doing, like you're, bro, I don't know what you're looking at. Like it's like they're completely different.
You need to
I mean, they literally like they don't put like the problem with AEW is they put they have a lot of minutes of useless content. Like a backstage segment where a guy's kind of promo, then he gets interrupted and stuff, and they argue, and they're going to have a match at Rampage.
No threads.
Like there's no threads. There's no WWE. They have a spot where Sammy's knocking on the door to the Bloodline's room, and Jey Uso comes out, and they have their face-to-face confrontation because it's been building for weeks and stuff. And they have like, hey, I'm on to you, Sammy. I think you're full. I think and then they make the most out of that segment. AEW probably leaves it up to the talent, and the talent doesn't have a lot of direction other than the fact they have a match coming up. And like this is the way the talent kind of like basically tries to promote their match. Right. And so but there's not a lot of like stuff given to character development. And like where this character's going. So it's like, yeah, hey, promote your match. You got one on Friday night. That's the backstage segments at AEW.
Should we suspend this guy?
Yeah, we did. I did suspend it for misinformation.
Misinformation, pushing an anti-Tony Khan agenda.
Right.